Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Today is Tuesday, February 11th, 2024. I think I got on here. Yeah. So, anyway, man, check this out. I'm so happy that the Eagles won. I'm happy also for the Chiefs. They won three, Super Bowl championships. I was 50-50 on this game. You know, uh, I thought that it was a straight ass whooping, straight ass whooping. It is what it is. And, you know, they gave Patrick Mahomes and them uh, just good old fashioned butt whooping, man. But there's so many haters out there who's hating on the Chiefs. And why? Because they win. But this is the propaganda that happens, right? With winning. People eventually want you to lose. That's what we're taught. You know, like Mayweather's, he win. Eventually they wanted him to lose, but he never lost. Never lost. Same thing with John Jones, right? He got that one loss on his record, but that's because he was dropping the elbow at 6 o'clock, right? At 6 o'clock. And so that's the only loss he has. But anyway, I want to get to the Eagles stats. Hey, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Coach Cali Sports Talk. You know it. Uh, I'm going to pull up the stats here once again. Yo, I recorded yesterday, but they had blocked a little bit of something on my video. So I'm redoing this again today. Um, all right, so I'm going to expand this a little bit here. All right. What? Forgive me. It's a little bigger here. All right, there we go. So the finale was 40-24. Chiefs were 15-2. Eagles was 14-3. And they did their thing. The running game was lackluster on both sides as far as the running backs. But the quarterbacks were doing their thing. Patrick Mahomes, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Jalen Hurts, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. Patrick Mahomes ran for 25 yards, 4 carries. Jalen Hurts, 11 yards, 72, and a touchdown. And Worley had 157 yards, 2 touchdowns. Smith had 69 yards as wide receiver and 1 touchdown. But the real meat potatoes was the defense, bro. The defense was lights out and put the offense of the Eagles in a good position, to be able to handle business, and I think that they did excellent, man. Jalen Hurts from Alabama, he went through a lot of struggles and, you know, saying that he couldn't play quarterback. He wasn't an accurate passer. He can only throw the long ball. He couldn't throw, you know, shorter routes and things like that. And he can only run the ball. But Jalen Hurts proved to everybody he could win the Super Bowl, and he was close the year that he played Patrick Mahomes before. This time, they made sure they won, and that defense did not give up anything hardly. Yeah, the 22 points is right here, but that's late. This is in the second half where they was already up 24 in the first half. Luckily, it wasn't like the Tom Brady game versus the Falcons, where the Falcons were up like 28-0 damn near in the first half, and then get blown out by Tom Brady in the second half. It's just crazy. So anyway, the time of possession, 23 minutes for KC, and 36 minutes, almost 37 minutes for the Eagles. They had total yards, 345 yards for the Eagles, and KC had 275 yards. I just want to say, man, it was Some people say it was a boring game. Some people want to say that, it was, lackluster game. It was, for some fans, it was exciting because the Eagles won. So the Eagles fans were very excited, right? Chiefs fans were not so excited, and maybe some of the outer, you know, whatever. But I believe that, you know, it was a good game to me. Kansas City tried to make a game of it late in the third quarter, tried to make a game of it in the fourth quarter, and they did their thing. But you got a lot of haters, a lot of haters. Now the real hate comes from this halftime show of Kendrick Lamar and uh, I'm just like, I watched it. I watched the second half of it, and I watched the half. Uh, I didn't watch the game. The game while I was on the game. I watched it later on YouTube, and I watched the whole show. I didn't watch it during the game. Um, I was occupied doing some other stuff during that time, but I did go back and watch it. Um, and you know, it's crazy how everybody want to say, talk about how bad the show was or how good the show was, what the subliminal messages was, this and that and this, all that. Man, it's craziness, right? But I look at it like it was a good performance. Now, on the political side, I don't like to be very political on this show, but I will say I did vote for Donald Trump and I did vote Republican, even though I am not a Republican. I'm not. Okay. I originally was a Democrat that switched to Republican. And now I'm an independent, right? But I did vote for Donald Trump to clean house, man, and he's doing a good job. Uh, to me, he's doing more in his first few weeks in office than most um, presidents have done. He's doing a lot, and he's having a press conference like every single day. With the whole Doge thing and all of that. And man, my buddy told me he was like, my homeboy Trev, he was like, man, get your popcorn and just sit back and watch. Some black folks didn't like what they saw at the halftime. Some did. I saw the messages in the uh, halftime show. Um, but it's unique what people were saying about the halftime show. And, you know, I feel like as I voted for Donald Trump, I still enjoyed Kendrick Lamar's show. I enjoyed it. I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Cali. I'm from South Central LA. So to see that young man go in New Orleans and do what he did, perform the way he performed, I thought he did. I thought he did great. I saw the messages all through the song and what he was trying to put there. Some people saying, "Oh, he shouldn't have been political." This boy's always been political. You better go back and look at some of his other music. He's always been political. Always. Kendrick Lamar is a conscious rapper that grew up in the hood. There's a lot of conscious rappers in the hood. I know plenty of them who can spit. And that boy, right, Kendrick Lamar, he was spitting. Okay? He was flowing and he did his thing. Man, I don't care what anybody say. Now, I saw some folks, you know, I saw some folks um, who were talking about it and things like that, like Officer Tatum, The View, all this stuff. And I can't stand The View. I can't stand that show. But um, especially the Sunny lady, and I know her husband is like up for some charges and things like that. And there's a lot of people about to go down in the government that thought they got away with some stuff and took money and embezzled money and fraud and money laundering and things like that. And a lot of these people are doing their thing. But the message that Kendrick Lamar was trying to put out to me, he was trying to show that black people need to unify regardless if you're Republican or Democrat. Um, we built this country. This country was built on black people's back. They always want to say Native Native Americans or Indians and this and that, but when you look at the history, right, and you start going down, we built cars. We came up with the car. We came up with a lot of the electric, food, industry, all types of stuff. We owned a lot, and it was taken away from us. I remember uh, they had the bus companies in different states. Black people had owned bus companies, movie theaters, banks. I think there's 21 black banks to this day, and I know two of them in Alabama. Two of them, I think, were in Alabama, and a few over there in Atlanta. Okay, but the majority of them are in the South. You got, I think, a couple out west. But not only that, I am a descendant. My family come from Black Wall Street. My grandfather and grandmother was married on Black Wall Street in 1940. I have the actual marriage certificate, a copy of it, of their marriage certificate, where they was born and married in 1940. So they were on Black Wall Street. We have a relative who was on the monument on Greenwood. So for some people to get upset and say that the Black National Anthem was sung, I didn't even know that was, forgive me, but I did not know that song was the Black National Anthem. Okay? I've heard it for years. I've heard it, but I never knew that was Black National Anthem. And if so, I'm happy and honored to be able to hear that song at the Super Bowl. Why not sing that? You're hearing the national anthem, so why not be able to sing that in Black History Month, right? Which Black History is every month. It's 12 months to 13 months out of the year. And I'm saying 13 months because they took away the 13th month. Okay? But I want to say that whatever Kendrick Lamar's message is, and I don't want to go into depth because you got some cats out there hating on it, but I did see some of the messages, and he was talking about the revolution wouldn't be televised, and and then I think he said uh, something else behind that, like I can't really remember, but I can probably show it. I just don't want to get flagged for it. Um, but it is on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube. I actually got it pulled up right here. Hold on. Let's see if I can play a little bit of it. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of it.
National Football League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl 59 halftime show.
Salutations! It's your Uncle Sam.
Now, with this, Uncle Sam. Now, originally, Uncle Sam, well, we always known, it was white, right? So, Uncle Sam has always been like a white man. They've always posted Uncle Sam as a white man. Now, let me pull this up real quick because this is what we always and they always had him for like the military, things like that, right? Uncle Sam. So before we play this, I want to see what Uncle Sam really was. So we can see. Let me go here. Uncle Sam. Here's a Wikipedia of Uncle Sam. So what does it say? Uncle Sam, with the same initials as the United States, is a common national personality of the United States, depicting the federal government or the country as a whole. Since the early 19th century, Uncle Sam has been a popular symbol of the U.S. government in American culture and a manifestation of patriotic emotion. Uncle Sam has also developed notoriety for their appearance in the military propaganda, popularizing by a 1917 World War, recruiting poster by James Montgomery Flagg. All right, they even got right here, according to the legend, the character came into use during the War of 1812 and may have been named of Samuel Wilson. The actual original origin is obscure. The first reference of Uncle Sam in a formal literature as distinct from newspaper war in the 1816. So they got different images and stuff here. This is Samuel Wilson right here. This is a picture of him, of Troy, New York. That's him. That's Uncle Sam. So that's wild. But they got Samuel Jackson playing Uncle Sam. But some people think that, is he supposed to be Sambo, Uncle Sambo, or Uncle Tom? People are going off of, that, right? And it's questionable what do they mean by that, right? So here we go. Let me.
And this is the great American Game.
My Gemini twin back powering up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us. Everybody must be judged. But this time, God only favoring us. 20 years in, still got their pen dedicated to bare hard truth. Etiquette speak with a vigilant tongue. Predicate this time, miss. I'm carrying heavier hearts right now. Like a power to live for the.
Now, let me say this. Officer Tatum had an issue with him bleeping out the curse word. Why you got a problem, Officer Tatum, with him bleeping out the cuss words? He's rapping or he's doing this performance for everybody to listen to without getting fined And for him to do this performance and skip over the words with perfection was awesome. I don't see nothing wrong with Kendrick Lamar doing this thing. Okay? I don't. So, what's the problem?
Olympians too, carrying various darts right now. I deserve this like tiramisu. We go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. Really don't bother nobody what they running by me. If I got to clear out the room, you would not get the picture if I had to sit you for hours in front of the Louvre. Would not have a soul even if I had told you to stand next to Johnny and Q. Started with nothing but government cheese, but now I can seize the government too. Remember the food, them color was tan and brown, but now the 100 is blue. Remember I said I'm the greatest back when you debated the number one and number two. Topic was always hilarious to me. You carried them to me. I brought out the
Ooh. Hey, he was spitting right there. He was spitting. But you see the people coming out the front door of the driver's side, which was dope. I mean, the driver's side, coming out the driver's side door. And he had the red, white, and blue coming out. Now, some people, that represent the American flag, but also it represents what the West Coast represent, which is Crips and Bloods. You know what I mean? Some people look at it, like he was trying to gangbang and stuff like that. But in Cali, we know, which is weird, and I've always questioned this as a kid from coming up. Why are we wearing red and blue? And why we kill over the red and blue? And in war, we fight and kill over the red and blue. We do. And in our own streets, we fight over the red and blue. Why were we programmed to do that? But it's also the same colors as the flag.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
So he said the revolution will be televised. But it what? We hear this again.
Remember I said I'm the greatest back when you debated the number one and number two. Topic was always hilarious to me. You carried them to me. I brought out the The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the
This is about to be televised, but you picked the wrong what?
guy.
Wrong time and the wrong guy.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
The right time with the wrong guy. You say a lot about that. So he's letting you know right then and there, he's finna spit something very powerful for you guys to be educated on. It's over your head what he's about to say for real.
Someone better squabble.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, honey, to all my babies. Yeah. Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me that could mock see. IP, ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
Now, if you watch the music video of Squabble Up, he's in the music video, he's actually spitting knowledge about that, because even in the video, you watch the consciousness of the video, he's basically showing like these hoods are trapped in a box behind a wall, the gangs and stuff. If you watch the original music video of it, I'm not going to show the whole video because, like I said, I don't want to get copyright issue going on. But I can go to look at that. I'm gonna go to Officer Tatum video because Officer Tatum was going in, like he was going in, like I never seen this guy like he didn't like Kendrick Lamar. He didn't like what Kendrick Lamar's performance. You had Fat Whitlock. He didn't Fat Boy Whitlock, who used to be in that guy, believe so. He used to be in a lot of strip clubs, from what they used to say, um, and throwing money at the dancers, giving away money to the dancers in Florida. I'm just saying that's what the word is, but allegedly. But anyway, they were going in on Kendrick Lamar saying that it was the worst performance and all this stuff. Some of that they should have had South Beach. I'm trying to tell you, Lil Wayne couldn't have did. He wouldn't have did that. He wouldn't have did what that young man did. No, he wouldn't. No. And then, so I'm just saying, Kendrick Lamar did his thing, and everybody want to know what the eight is. He's talking about my A. The A, he's wearing the chain around his neck. It's A minor. He's talking about he mess. It's the A minor is the key in the piano, but it's also he's talking about he's like messing with minor kids. Messing with a minor. So we know what that means. And then also they not like us. He's saying something because y'all call us Africans. We're not Africans. We're not from Africa. Y'all bringing in Africans. I know y'all bringing a lot of Africans in Colorado. There's a whole bunch of Africans in Colorado. A whole bunch of them. They got restaurants and stuff everywhere all over Colorado. Africans. They got black people there, but they got Africans there too. Okay? And it's like, we're different. We don't look the same. We don't act the same. We're not the same. That's like calling us, what's the people from Australia, right? The black people, what you call it? What's the word for it? Indigenous? No. I can't think of, but it's like calling us them, and we're not them. We're not. My people is not, as far as I know, is not tracked back to Africa. My people are tracked right here on this American soil. And for Officer Tatum, and like I said, I agree with a lot of stuff Officer Tatum says, but this thing right here, what he was talking about Kendrick Lamar, I totally disagree with him. All right, I'm going to show a little bit of Officer Tatum. Give me a second here. All right. So this is a little bit of Officer Tatum going in, right, on Kendrick Lamar.
Lowest of the low denominator in our community. Most black people don't live in the hood. Most black people are in the middle class, to be honest. But this is what you're.
Now, I agree with him to a degree. You got a lot of black people that live out in the outskirts, suburbs, in the country, as well as the major cities. But even in those towns, there's small hoods in those towns. I done been to small towns in Alabama, and they hood. I done been to Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, right? Columbia, Missouri got a hood. And when I'm talking about a hood, and them kids out there, they kill out there, right? The neighborhoods look totally decent, but you wouldn't even, going through some of the neighborhoods in Columbia, Missouri, you wouldn't think that it goes down like that in Columbia, Missouri. Yeah, it goes down. Okay, and I got family members there. It goes down in that town, right? Same thing. When I used to live in Florence, Alabama, right? I went to college out there, Florence, Alabama, little small town. I love the people out there. But you got some spots in Florence, Alabama, and in Sheffield, and uh Tuscumbia, where there's some hoods and some projects there. That was the first time I ever seen a white project, though. Cherry Hill. I ain't gonna never forget that. That was the first time I ever seen an all-white project. But yo, let me roll this.
Celebrating and you're exacerbating, and then you wonder why a brother with dreads is looked upon like a thug, because this is what y'all showing us to be. It's a minstrel show, which Samuel is a part of it. Roll the clip.
It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the flow.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You what he said?
Yeah,
Hold
they
on.
tried to rig the game.
He said this is 48. He said it's 40 acres and a mule. This is bigger than the music, which I totally agree with that, because my grandparents, who came from Black Wall Street, had to lose everything and move from Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, to California because of the issues of losing their land and property and things like that. Okay? And this is after the after effects of Black Wall Street being destroyed in 1921. Okay? So, and all four of my grandparents came from Oklahoma, different parts of Oklahoma, all four of them. Okay? But I like that what Kendrick Lamar was saying right there. I don't see what Officer Tatum has an issue with, but man, come on, dog. You tripping.
But you can't fake influence.
Hold on. Go back.
With dreads is looked upon like a thug, because this is what y'all showing us to be. It's a minstrel show, which Samuel is.
Don't educated people wear dreads? Don't businessmen and businesswomen wear dreads? I know a lot of conscious people that wear dreads. I'm just saying, I got a lot of homeboys who are not gangsters who wear dreads. They thorough people though, and they handle their business. Why you tripping?
Is a part of it. Roll the clip.
It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the flow.
Said it's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the flow. It is. It is a cultural divide. Blacks, you know, we got black people on the Republican side. We got black people on the Democratic side, and they're fighting against each other, right? Causing all this turmoil, and we can't agree on anything, right? And you can see it.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you
He said they tried to rig the game,
can't fake influence.
but you can't fake influence. They tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. That's deep, man. This is how it is. They've been trying to trick us for so long. So long. From telling us we're colored, telling us we're black, telling us we're mulatto, telling us we're mestizo, telling us we're because believe it or not, my grandfather on his U.S. Census, right? On his U.S. Census, he is labeled mulatto. He's not labeled black. He's labeled mulatto, including his mother, his grandfather. Okay, a label mulatto. Now, his father is a black man from, I think Louisiana. So anyway, let me go back to this.
Think it on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Mustard on a beat, bro, and rap. He a freak though, man down, call like Ember Lambs. Tell him breathe. Let them boys to the cross, they walk around like tees. What's up with these Draconio? Trying to see Compton. In the street can hate me, pump them all in they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. Finna crash on his body, I'm John Stockton.
This is my favorite tuning
Oh,
point. The
man.
vocals. Here's why.
If
What's
you're
up, James?
so in love, then why?
Beat your and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the skull. Walking down the whole
Now listen to
He
this.
looks sassy. Why you looking zesty?
You heard what he just said? He said he was looking zesty. He said, this fool just said he was looking zesty. Now, do I agree with the bell bottom stuff? I don't. But hey, he wasn't dressed like, no transgender or homosexual.
You doing that?
Yeah, bro. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from them. They tell me Chubb the only one to get your hand-me-downs. Party at the party playing with his nose down. Waka got a weird case, why I see around. Certified lover boy, certified. Rock, 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 rock. I'm on them tough. Rock, 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 rock. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Now, let's just put this in perspective. Y'all heard the lyrics. Some of y'all know this song. Why does he have to blur out every few words that he say?
So why is that a problem, fool? Like, why is that a problem? He's talking to a lot of people all around the world. He doesn't want to get fined. He don't want to lose money saying cuss word. He's bleeping it out. He's doing a good job. So why are you tripping? Like, why are you tripping, dog? Because you don't like the political stand that he's standing on. He's standing on business. I don't see nothing wrong. Ain't no girls out there shaking their butts out there like Megan Thee Stallion and half naked and twerking. Ain't none of that going on with this. So why are you bugging?
Because he's cussing, he's saying the N-word, and he's
Hold on. Is he cussing? He didn't say not one cuss word. He didn't say that. It's in the original music, but he's not saying it right there in front of all these folks. He's not doing that. He's not doing it at all. So why are you, what's the word for it? Why are you adding on something that's not there? It's there in the original song, but he's giving you the radio version of it. So it would have been bleeped out anyway. Stop it, man. He needed it. Officer Tatum, I like you, dog. I like your show. But this right here, you nitpicking right here, bro.
saying derogatory, threatening stuff in this diss song. I'm just saying.
What was he threatening? He was telling the truth. He was speaking his truth of what information he know. Oh, if it ain't true, allegedly, there was no threat to me. He was just saying, basically, Drake, you such and such this and that and that and this, and you are that. I hope you, whatever, So it is what it is.
But this is what we highlight as our people. How long is this clip? Oh, we got 24 seconds left. Finish it.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
What?
I guess they had Serena Williams up there
No.
playing
They
around.
not like us.
No.
They not like us.
Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then stab this way, stab that way, then stab this way, stab that way. Hold on.
So they played a couple other songs. There was a few renditions here that people are saying that he was protesting the president in front of the world. I didn't see it. If you're doing a protest, then you didn't do a good job at conveying it.
Now, I will say this. Kendrick Lamar was on F Donald Trump song with Nipsey, YG, right? He was on that song. Okay? But Kendrick has always been political with his music. Okay? He's always been political. So maybe he hasn't listened to him enough to know this, but he's always been like this, bro. And he didn't say Trump's name or disrespect Trump. I don't see nowhere where he disrespect Trump. I'm sorry.
There's another clip that we have, right, of the Palestine protesters. So I guess that during this event, they didn't show it on TV, obviously, because they're smart enough to not let boobs pop out on TV anymore like they did back in the day when Janet Jackson's boob came out. But so I'm sure they're doing the performance at a delay, and they got cameras and stuff that they switch off because they didn't want people to see this. But during his performance, you had people rush the field with Palestine flags, and somebody ended up catching this on camera that wasn't on TV. But just look at it and tell me what you think, bro.
Whoever that person was, he was with the performance group. So to me, I don't know if that was stage or whatever. It is what it is. But it is what it is, man. On that Palestine, I can't really make no comments on that. But some fans might have been upset about that. It is what it is. If they are, they are. I don't know if Kendrick Lamar had anything to do with that, or that person individually decide that they was gonna slick do that, even though they were performing and they didn't care. Anything could have happened. They kind of snuck in through this group, which, they allow people to get passes because, like they said, it was hard. Security was deep at the game. So it is what it is. I thought that was wild. I thought that was wild. I want to scoot it back though. I want to scoot it back to this because this right here kind of upset me. This lady, she really upset me. Man. This lady from The View. This lady from The View, I don't know her name. All right, right here. Let me turn the volume up.
Because you remember last week we were talking about whether the NFL was capitulating to Trump by removing the term "end racism" from the end zone.
Yeah.
Boy, did they not capitulate to Trump. When I saw Samuel L. Jackson dressed as a black Uncle Sam.
See, that bugged me right there because I'm laughing at Samuel Jackson, right? Because you see him in Django and he plays what is that? I can't think of the name of the guy, but he plays that sellout black man from Candyland, right? And anyway, you look at it and it's like, okay, what's the role is he playing in this? Is he playing a puppet master? Is he playing the ringmaster? Is he, you know, is it a little bit of that plus with, you know, is he samboing a little bit, or is he really? Because Uncle Tom, as we know, he wasn't what people say he was. We know this. The original story of Uncle Tom. So when you call Uncle Tom a person Uncle Tom, you're really speaking about them in a good light. So, but this lady here, when she says this,
Introducing Kendrick Lamar, who then had like an entire formation of all black people making a U.S. flag. Listen, this much I know. All the black people on my feed were like, ooh, this is blackity black black. And
see, I got a problem with her saying that, man, because you don't understand. She doesn't understand. It's like we don't understand certain cultures, right? Well, actually, we do and we don't. But for her to say this was blackity black black and all this stuff, what are you trying to say? That black Republicans didn't accept this either? Because I know plenty of black Republicans who voted for Trump who loved that performance. That were black. So what the hell is she talking about? What the hell is she talking about?
and all the racists who somehow get in, man, were they hopping mad. So if the
Who was hopping mad? What races were? I seen a lot of black people more upset about this for real than white folks. Now there were some white folks that, from what I saw on social media, that was confused. Some of them were elderly. They didn't know what the heck was going on. They couldn't understand what he was saying for real. They was going too fast. The words for some folks. Some people said they couldn't understand it. Some white folks loved Kendrick Lamar. Listen to him. I saw boats, people on boats and cruise ships watching the Super Bowl, right? Partying. And the Vegas Strip, partying. In the pool parties, partying. And you can't tell who's Republican, who's Democrat. You can't. So what is she talking about? That the racists were upset. The racists were probably supporting and putting the money behind them. We don't know. Let me finish.
racists are mad, I am happy as a clam. It was a huge, huge celebration of New Orleans, and you can't celebrate New Orleans without celebrating black culture.
Yeah.
Welcome to Black History Month, you all.
Now, I don't like the whole thing when she was talking about the blackity black black. I'm like, come on now. We know who we are. We know who we are. We don't need you to justify that. We do not need you to justify that. It's like the Hispanics, the Latinos, they don't need us to justify them. We don't need her to justify us at all. Because there's black people on the Republican, Democratic side and say the racists were all upset. So you're trying to say that Trump don't like rap music or he don't like this or that and that, because Trump does. He supports a lot of rappers. He supports a lot of rappers. He's been supporting rappers. You don't forget about when he went and hung out with the Wu-Tang Clan, Yeezy. He was in the studio with the Wu-Tang Clan. They forget about that. But he hates black people, right? He hates black people. Stop it. They need to stop it, man. All right, I'm gonna get off of this, man. But I just wanted to say something about Officer Tatum, man. I just think that Officer Tatum, man, check that at the door, dog. I got a lot of love for his shows, but check this one, this video right here, and I know you made another one. I know you made another one, right? But come on, dog. You could do better than that, for real. And I don't get a whole bunch of views like you got. I sure don't. But I'm gonna say this, bro. Come on, man. You could see that Kendrick Lamar didn't mean no harm. He was doing a performance. He was talking about our culture. He was talking about the struggle and how it's divided and different things like that, and how we should come together as a unit. Yes, he did the Drake song. He did. So what? So what? Okay? But he also had so many other messages within those songs. And that's why he selected those songs. Some people said the performance was whack. I didn't see that. So anyway, that's my take on that, man. My take. I'm gonna get off of this. But yo, I just wanted to say that, man, because it's like, come on, man. People misunderstand Kendrick Lamar so much, man. It's pathetic. I want to show this clip, though. This is a little clip of Elizabeth Warren. And like I said, I usually don't go into political stuff. But, man, this is some deep stuff right here. Let me see. Let's see if I can go to my page real quick. Oh, yeah. Check me out on Twitter, Coach Cali Sports Talk, DJ Killer Cali #1. Also in the Dojo Radio Nick Show. But listen to this, man. This is crazy. Oh, let me turn on the volume.
To expose all of this. Senator Warren, why are you so...
This lady claimed to be an Indian. Do she look like an Indian to you? I'm just saying. Do she look like an Indian to you? You got a lot of $5 Indians, but she's not no Indian. She's claiming that she's Indian. All right, let me roll the clip.
Senator Warren, why are you so afraid of transparency? Why are you bothered by the fact that Elon Musk is attempting to expose all of this fraudulent spending? What is that about? What is the problem here? What is the problem with transparency? Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Senator Warren, I just want to answer a question. How did you get a $12 million net worth on a $200,000 salary in Congress? How did you do that?
And she's a fake. Just like she said she was an Indian, and she wasn't an Indian. You have more Indian blood in you than she has. She went to college based on the fact that she was an Indian. She got jobs based on the fact that she was an Indian. She's a fake.
Oh my God. Hey man, Donald Trump is hilarious. He said she's not an Indian, she's a fake. she got money claiming that she's Indian. That's what he said. Let me roll it back.
Just like she said she was an Indian, and she wasn't an Indian. You have more Indian blood in you than she has. She went to college based on the fact that she was an Indian. She got jobs based on the fact that she was an Indian. She's a fake.
You see that? That's crazy, man. He's been exposed all them jokers, man. He's going to expose all of them, and even the ones that are judging Patel, right? Those dudes, those people too, or might be on trial. So that's why they're asking: are you going to put Kamala Harris, and you're going to try her, and are you going to go looking into Biden's and everything like that? Are you going to try to put him on trial? And yes, I'm not telling you jokers that, but yes, I will. If I find something on them, they will be going. Oh my God. This is hilarious, bro. But anyway, I wanted to show that, man, because they're going down, man. But anyway, man, I'm going to end this stream, but I just want to say that about Officer Tatum because, man, like I said, I like some Officer Tatum, but I think that he was wrong on this one. And that's all I'm saying. But also, shout out to the Eagles for doing a thing and everything like that. Also, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, man, and, you know, check me out, man, all on YouTube. All right, till the next time. Deuces.